So it tastes good for about, oh shit. So let me just start by saying that, you know, I don't know what's gonna happen, nobody does. So therefore I don't lean one way more than the other, but I definitely would want to be more on the prepared side as opposed to being underprepared, but while also taking into consideration the thousands of other people, you know, in this area that do need to get groceries as well. I'm not gonna go and clean out everything, but I'm gonna make sure that me and my husband have enough food so that if it does get kind of ugly, that we don't have to go out. If this continues to, you know, spread, or if people are sick, I don't wanna have to run to Walmart and to get anything, or to Trader Joe's. We're gonna get started with this quarantine haul that I've accumulated from Walmart and Trader Joe's. So I love Trader Joe's and I definitely love Walmart. Their organic line that they have, I mean, you can't beat it. Organic lentils sounds good to me. And a lot of their stuff is actually cheaper than Trader Joe's. So first I'm gonna start with these pure filters. I would get a multi-pack. Just prefer to filter our water using these filters. So that way we have plenty of water coming out of the faucet, and we use one of these. I wish I had a Berkey filter. I'm just not there yet, but soon I will. I definitely like this because I use it to cook with and I use it a lot. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. I have more of a sit down video with the Trader Joe's things that I have, so I'm gonna just try to go through here with Walmart. Obviously their salsa is amazing. It's organic, it's part of the organic line. If you haven't tried this and you like salsa, and especially if you do like a little bit of spice, definitely get this one. You can see it's 2 out of 3 peppers. It's a little bit on the spicy side, but it is really, really good. The quinoa, of course, here's one, PB2. So this is awesome because this is the powdered peanut butter. Definitely good to have this, and you can see all it is peanuts, sugar, a little bit of sugar, and salt. Definitely want to have cocoa powder and baking powder so that you don't have to go out, you know, to get certain things. So I've got bananas, I've also got apples. You definitely want to have a lot of fruit. And one thing I want to mention is that I prefer frozen fruit because obviously it's going to last a lot longer. So frozen fruit like this, like who's to say that on the other was in there before you know, kind of opening it up or messing with the grapes or whatever. I would just rather have mine sealed, frozen, in a bag. So here we go from Walmart. Definitely the old-fashioned rolled oats. These are really great, especially whenever you pair it with the peanut butter. Makes a really good breakfast. I have coffee for sure. I also have Four Sigmatic collection. So yeah, if I need to, I definitely am gonna be set with having my own coffee. I love this brand, I love this kind. We've got some almond flour and garbanzo beans, which are from Walmart. The organic, again, really good price, and I had to go to Walmart because Trader Joe's was completely out of those. For all of the beans, you know, pinto beans are great, corn. That's some hominy that I have, hominy. And then back to the lentils. So why I love these is because, for one, if you weren't able to get any meat, or if you don't eat meat, then of course lentils is a great source of protein, and I've used it before to replace ground beef in spaghetti. It's just really good, and it also has a lot of extra nutrients. Little packs if my husband will drink it, but any like lemonade or pink lemonade, the 0 sugar, it's just nice to kind of have a mix of things like that. You can see more of my bean collection up there. Kidney beans are one of the most nutritious beans, along with black beans. And then we've got pinto beans and white kidney beans. Absolutely love these. These are $1.87 from Walmart. Like, I can't believe it. It's organic, it's blue corn tortilla chips, and it's a pretty good bag. That is from Trader Joe's, the red lentil organic. Some sauce, spaghetti sauce, more spaghetti, chickpea, red lentil risotto. So again, having all of this pasta, you could throw in a can of lentils with it. If you eat meat, throw in your chicken or whatever you know you're gonna eat with it. The brown rice pasta, definitely really good to have. Filling pasta is gonna be something great. Just a variety of some nuts. Potatoes from Trader Joe's, we've really been, you know, using those a lot. Tapioca flour. I think by far one of the really good ones to have would be the Bob's Red Mill, the 1-to-1 flour. You can use this in any flour recipe substitute. It is gluten-free. And then maca powder is really healthy for you. It's a plant-based superfood, so you can look into that. It supports energy and vitality. So if you're interested in that, you can look up maca. I have a recipe for some really awesome energy bars, and then the coconut flour. So for me, I make a lot of, you know, healthy plant-based options. So I like to have all of my flour, but I did just pick up the 1-to-1 canned almond milk. So obviously this is gonna last no matter what. I have it up here, just stayed just like that. Some canned almond milk, some sweet tea for the hubby, and some sugar, of course. So that way, if he needs to have some sweet tea, I can make some. Also have some frozen fruit, and to also have fresh fruit. So fruits and vegetables, absolutely. Bread, absolutely. Milk, pretty stocked up on the milk as well. So oat milk, which I love. The soy milk, I just got original. I'm in the process of trying to find one that my husband likes. So if you guys have any ideas of which one tastes kind of the closest to regular milk, but I was really happy the day that he said, you know, I'm done drinking cow's milk. So again, you know, just keep leading by example. And I'm telling you, if my husband can come around and say that he doesn't want to drink cow's milk anymore, then that's pretty awesome. Something spicy. And I got the chili garlic sauce. I also got some avocados. So those are in a paper bag and they're trying to ripen up. A variety of nuts and seeds. But if you don't, I would highly recommend getting some nuts and seeds. Raw almonds are really good. They are really good for your brain and they pack a lot of nutrients. And then chia seeds. I would definitely recommend getting chia seeds because they're really good for you. And or hemp seeds. So those three are really super important. If you're vegan, of course you already know that you should be eating flaxseed. Come on. All right. So first I've got this Trader Joe's brown rice medley. So this is a great rice option. Long grain, brown rice, black barley, and radish seed. Hemp seed, really important for anybody, but especially if you're eating plant-based, you want to get in your hemp seeds. These are amazing for you. They're a high source of protein, omega-3 fatty acids, and omega-6 fatty acids. So I tend to add these to a lot, but especially to my smoothies, and I swear I notice a boost of energy. Hemp seeds give you energy and they give me like mental clarity. So that's kind of what I will do. I'll kind of eat something or drink something and then I'll notice these changes and then I look up, you know, word for word, does this do that? Finding that it does. So those are two. Of course, we've got onions, organic yellow onions. These are amazing. You want to eat as many onions as you can, whether you lightly saute them, you can water saute them. I add them to my soups and then I eat them raw as well to have really powerful anti-cancer benefits. So onions are. Then I've got my lemons. I always have lemons. Every morning I will squeeze half a lemon into water and I just get my day going with that, my digestive system going, and it really helps because you are dehydrated whenever you wake up. So start drinking lemon water. I know it's better if you drink warm lemon water. If you can do that, that's even better. For me, when it's warm, it's almost like a little scratchy on the throat, so I do just drink cold lemon water. A variety of beans and diced and fire roasted tomatoes. So if you add this to any soup, it's gonna give you kind of like that chili flavor. I make a bean chili and I obviously use the tomatoes in there, and then I also make a curry where I add some tomatoes in there. So always good to have canned tomatoes. And then we've got some coconut milk. I get reduced fat just because it tastes the same to me, so might as well have the reduced fat. But I love the coconut milk, so this adds a lot of creaminess to a lot of things. So you can add some of this to your smoothie and you can pour some into ice cube trays, and then you'll just have kind of smaller portions of the coconut milk that you can pop into anything. I use these also in my curry, so I love having some coconut milk. And then if you're like me where you are making a variety of recipes, it's just really good to be able to go to your pantry and you know, I've got coconut milk, I've got tomatoes, I've got all these ingredients that you're gonna need for a lot of dishes. Another thing I like to have is some tomato paste. So this goes with my curry. The main reason why, and I have a video, but I noticed the benefits in my skin. My skin has just been glowing. And I know that I've heard of making turmeric masks and things for your face, but I was just really surprised that 1 tablespoon of turmeric with the ginger, which those two ingredients help bring out the nutrients of each other, they work really well together, is really good for your skin. So I've noticed it's been like glowing, and it's really good with the texture, and it just seems to kind of have evened out my skin tone. So that's amazing. Skincare is super important. Here I've got a raw red onion. Onions are really good for anti-cancer and good for a plant-based diet, but this is something that I can have raw and just add on top of a lot of things, especially salad. So anytime that I can get something raw in my diet as well, you know, I try to do that, a mix of raw foods, a lot of soups, because whenever you cook soup, of course, you lose a little bit of the nutrients, but most of them stay in the liquid that you then drink. So I'm a big advocate for soups and stews and for smoothies. Cruciferous Crunch. So this is a blend of kale, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, green cabbage, and red cabbage. And it's a really good ingredient to be eating on a regular basis. All of these ingredients are amazing. So I'm gonna make a salad using some massaged kale and then mix in this cruciferous crunch. And you're kind of sneaking in some Brussels sprouts and broccoli and cabbages. So it's a really good way to add more nutrition. I also use the kale. I'll maybe take half of it, massage it with a little bit of lemon juice, and keep that in one of those green containers that keeps your food fresh longer. You can also store them after you wash them in like a clean towel and fold it up and keep that in the fridge, and that will make it last longer as well. I'll keep half of it in the freezer so it'll be frozen, take out the bag, and I add it to my smoothies, about 2 cups worth of kale to a smoothie every day I eat. I drink one of those. Organic black beans. Black beans are amazing. They're one of the higher nutrient dense beans along with kidney beans. And then of course some garbanzo beans. So you can make hummus out of this. I add this to my chickpea curry. Hummus is great. You can make burgers with chickpea and lentils. So definitely love having the chickpeas or garbanzo beans around. Moving on to more smoothie ingredients, I've got organic strawberries. It's like $1 more to just get organic, and the Dirty Dozen that you want to get organic when you can. So I know spinach is on there, and I think strawberries, and there's a few others that are heavily laden with pesticides. So get organic strawberries whenever you can, and these are cheaper of course than fresh organic strawberries. So I like this because for the most part I'm one person in my house eating healthy, and I can't go through all of these fresh fruits and vegetables without them going bad. Frozen fruit of course is frozen at its peak of freshness, so I think it's a really great option to have. And I'll pop some of those strawberries into my smoothies on top of my oatmeal. I make a oatmeal bake that has strawberry in it, along with a berry medley. So this is a mix of berries, blackberries, and raspberries. High anti-cancer components, antioxidants, really good for you. Of course, organic green beans. So luckily, that is something that my husband likes. I also use this whenever I make my own dog food. I make them a plant-based food topper, and it's been amazing. I'm gonna continue to kind of mess with a little bit, and I'm trying to make sure that I'm giving them a balanced meal. But my one dog is a white beagle mix, and she's always had skin issues, and her skin has been doing amazing since I've been giving her more of these wholesome foods. And it's kind of funny because we buy dog food that on the front picture it's got, you know, real vegetables on it and grains, and it's like, why don't we just feed them the real things? So I don't know if I'm thinking clearer or what, but anyway, these are organic green beans. They taste great. You can freeze them. They still taste great. After you saute them up, you can add them into your casserole, so I love having those. Of course, some jalapenos, so I love spice. Trader Joe's has this amazing little packet of fresh jalapenos. And of course, some zucchini. So zucchini is super versatile. You can literally add it to anything and it's not gonna change the flavor too much. So I add this to a lot of soups. You can make, of course, zucchini noodles out of these to replace any type of pasta. There's a lot that you can do with zucchini, so I love it. You can make zucchini muffin, always have some zucchini. With these 3, I'll probably make 2 soups out of them. Got some shelled edamame. So the cool thing about Trader Joe's and their soy is that none of their soy is GMO. So obviously everybody knows that a lot of the soy and corn is GMO in the United States. So with Trader Joe's, you can rest assured that their soy is not GMO. That's what they advocate for. So you don't have to look at the package and see, you know, is this GMO free? It is. If it's Trader Joe's brand, it's GMO free. Get organic celery. So I love having these. I add these, I will throw these into a soup or something after I've made it. once I'm done cooking it. So what I do is I turn off the heat, I chop up my celery, I add it in, and I chop up my broccoli and add it in. And then I just let the heat from that soup kind of cook it. I don't want the broccoli to turn brown or to get super soft, so just having a big pot of hot soup will cook the broccoli enough for me. So again, trying to get in as much raw or partially raw vegetables as I can. And celery freezes well. I use the ends of them to make a vegetable stock, so I have a video on that, which is great with all of these vegetables. Any of the ends or tidbits that I don't use, I will freeze, and then I'll make a vegetable stock. I've got some shiitake mushrooms, so high anti-cancer properties. Shiitake is a really healthy one to have, a lot of nutrition, so I add these to soups. You can't even taste them. Add them to pasta, they blend right in, so I love having mushrooms around. And then I keep the ends for my stock as well. It goes really well with garlic and onion, and then it gives it that brown color that we all love to see in our broth. And last, I've got some kombucha. So this is the trilogy one. Every time I go, I will get a jar of kombucha and drink it, of course, because of the probiotics, and it is fermented, and I will drink this in about 2 days. So it tastes good for about, oh shit. Well, I wanted to show you how it tastes. It is carbonated, so yeah. I wanted to show you, I shake it up because, you know, you've got a little bit of the SCOBY down in the bottom. Goodness. Anyway, let's see, it's super carbonated. Very good. I never drink soda, so it's hard to drink this sometimes initially because I just don't have any carbonation, but it's really good. These taste amazing. So that is it for this week's Trader Joe's haul as a plant-based vegan. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you got to see a bit more about what Trader Joe's has, how amazing they are, how broad their selection is. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Leave a comment down below what your favorite item from Trader Joe's is, and I will see you in my next video.